Hmm. For some reason, that one's not working. But that one is. Huh. Hmm. Interesting. I gotta resync that. Anyway, hello everybody. Starting a minute or two early, but welcome to this little late night stream. I got my awesome new Pac-Man ginormous beer glass slash mug. Very excited about that. But yeah, gonna be doing some new challenges for Halo Infinite this week. It has been a little bit since I've actually done a stream, so glad to be back. Actually, very glad to be back to playing some games, enjoying, chatting, all that fun stuff. And if you're reading the chat, we finished that. That's good. So I can get into Halo Infinite. We are drinking a local brew, Thimble Island's Barbie. Their sour stuff has been really, really good. And I had kind of just tucked in the back of the freezer a Barbie, which is a sour strawberry and rhubarb. Very, very tasty. This would go really, really well with like a high. It's got a lot of citrus to it. I feel like a nice like shooter would be good to have right next to this. Maybe like a I don't know. Maybe something like with like cinnamon, like a cinnamon shooter or something like that. I gotta try and make like a cheap cinnamon shooter, like a hot tamale or something like that. Now it's crazy. I'm in an N64 group, and there's a lot of people talking about like ways that people are shipping stuff out and being called scammers and crap. But that's besides the point. Let's see what we got for this little endeavor. Multiplayer. We've got some weeklies, and what do we get? Oh, we get the banner day. I think that's the, if I remember correctly, that's the is that the same one for Black History Month? Ooh, I do like that circle though. That's pretty dope. Longhorn. That is kind of dope. I'm not gonna lie, I actually really like that. I think by the end of the night I might have to grab that. That's actually really sick. But let's get into it. Play some multiplayer. What do we have for our challenges? Complete matches. Okay. Earn cumulative score in matches. Oddball in PvP. And behind with... Alright, so let's jump into... I really don't want to do ranked. So let me do quick play. And one of the cool things I'm really stoked on is I ended up getting a new headset. So I'm like actually really loving it. It's the SteelSeries Arctic 3, I believe is what it's called. Really, really enjoy it. The cool thing is that there's volume control on the sides, which is nice. The HyperXs I had were very, very minimal, but I loved them because of their minimalistic features. But I digress. I just hope that they put out a little bit more content for this game, to be honest. I know like the new, like season 2 starts in like almost like 3 months, like a little less than 3 months, but the battle pass was pretty easy to complete. A lot of people had the flames in like a week. But yeah, I'm glad to be back streaming, having a good time. I know there's a handful of games that I do want to stream soon. It just gives me a reason to actually play some games for once, because like I have a Series S in the living room and it's fun, but you know, I get the distractions from the dog and you know, it's just fine. But this is kind of like my own little sanctuary. It's nice. Alright, we got rocks. Dope. Alright, I'm gonna go A.
Enemy team scoring.
I'm gonna get peppered. I already know it.
Your team scoring.
Stronghold Bravo is ours.
I should have put the It's cool I can actually control my shit through my ears.
Enemy has captured Bravo.
Enemy team scoring.
One shot. Boom. But I was talking to a couple people and I'm like, yeah, I just like streaming just for, because it's fun. You get a couple people in the chat, it gets fun, you know. If you don't get anybody, you get an excuse to freaking play games. Make content in a way. It's like a win-win.
We've captured Alpha.
Double kill.
Stronghold Bravo is ours.
Your team scoring.
And 41 Spanker inbound.
Grenade out.
The enemy has captured Bravo.
Enemy team scoring.
M41 Spanker available.
Oof. Damn. Flailing.
Your team scoring.
Shouldn't have thrown that grenade. That's alright. I do have to readjust my setup. My chat is literally right in front of this pole. But I'll figure it out.
The enemy has captured Alpha.
Enemy team scoring.
The enemy's captured Charlie. Stronghold Alpha is ours.
Targets are over there.
The enemy has captured Bravo. Plasma successful. Stronghold Alpha lost.
And my little dangly. Oh, I got him. Nice. Very nice. Sex time.
Your team scoring.
I don't know how we're losing though. That's what's kind of aggravation.
Captured Bravo. Stronghold Charlie, lost. M41 Spanker inbound. The enemy has captured Alpha.
Enemy team score.
Nope.
M41 Spanker available. We've captured Charlie. Stronghold Bravo, lost. Stronghold Alpha, lost. Stronghold Charlie, lost. Stronghold Charlie is ours.
Your team
Yeah.
scoring.
Oh, I thought I was gonna be able to get the boom block. Boom block. I'm feeling it though right now. I'm feeling good. Warm up game. That wham up.
Stronghold Charlie, lost. This zone's ours.
Yeah.
Bravo.
Enemy team score.
Oh damn! If I got that trip, that'd been gnarly. Nardog.
Your team scoring.
Stronghold Alpha, lost.
Enemy team score. Enemy halfway to victory.
Stronghold Bravo is ours.
Your team scoring.
M41 Spanker inbound. Stronghold Charlie, lost. M41 Spanker available.
Reloading.
That's bullshit. No. Oh damn it! I thought I had the fucking bus down.
Enemy team scoring.
Fuck. My beatdown hasn't been working out too well. Alright, we capped that.
Stronghold Alpha, lost.
I'm like also trying to get like a trophy or an achievement for I think you get capturing all 3 zones. I think that's what the trophy is.
The enemy's captured Charlie. We've captured Bravo. Stronghold Bravo, lost.
Yeah, fuck. What kind of bullshit spawn is that?
Stronghold Charlie, lost. M41 Spanker inbound.
Alright, there's the back smash. That dude's fucking probably pissed.
M41 Spanker available. Now this carbine. Stronghold Bravo is ours.
Your team scoring.
Stronghold Alpha is ours. Stronghold Charlie is ours. Stronghold Alpha lost. captured Charlie.
Ah, he saw me. Can we get this freaking lead back, please?
Taking damage. The enemies captured Charlie. F-41 Spanker inbound.
Oh, that's a lot of people.
Bravo lost.
That's a lot of people.
Taking fire.
Spike obtained.
Spartan down.
There we go.
Stronghold Alpha lost. Friendly reminder, rocket jumping is physically impossible. Friendly reminder, rocket jumping is physically impossible. Friendly reminder, rocket jumping is physically impossible.
Friendly reminder, rocket jumping is impossible. Yo, Jamar, what's going on, buddy? How's your evening going?
Enemy team nearing victory.
That's not melting. I don't know how we're not running away with this thing. We have like no caps. It's kind of stupid. Damn. Oh well, I'm warmed up though. Planning to play some comp. That's good, man. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Glad you're able to stop in. I think my OBS is lagging a little bit. Alright, what do we got for challenges now? Oddball, win any matches, free-for-all. Alright, so I gotta play free-for-all a little bit. How many free-for-all matches? 5. Sheesh. Well. We're gonna go sweaty. Good. You know, had a nice little dinner. Just relaxing. No stress tonight. Hopefully no stress. Hopefully I get some sleep. We'll see. And then worked for the rest of the week, and then it's Valentine's Day and the Super Bowl. Got a lot going on, but it'll be cool. Glad I'm actually able to play some games tonight. Didn't think I was gonna be able to make it. At like 5:30. Excuse me. I usually I hit a wall, and like I'm like, I don't want to do anything when I get home. I just want to chill. You know, fix my levels a little bit. There we go. But it is what it is. Excited to get some content out though. Hopefully I can do that soon. I don't know if you're into movies, Jamar, but I did release a new video. Started the watch list again. It's been pretty cool. Gotten a lot of really positive reception, which is good.
Take their stuff and protect our stuff.
Oh, I've been full time. Right now I'm at 47 to 50 hours a week.
Shields overcharged.
Picked up the grapple shot.
How are you not dead? Yeah, I was at... Before, I was at... I can't do that. I gotta back out.
Enemy flag carrier revealed.
Shot caller.
Better them than us.
Damn. I was at like 37 to 40 hours. Now I'm at 47. But 47.50. But I'm split between two stores now, which is nice. I get a little break from Vernon. Get to go to Bloomfield once or twice a week.
Enemy flag returned.
It was fun last week being able to go. Damn.
They have our flag. Not good. I see him. The enemy carrier. Over shield inbound. Over shield available.
Enemy flag returned. Flag returned.
Damn, dude. My teammates are kind of fucking cheeks. That's alright. He... Our team's just getting fucking melted, dude.
Better them than us.
Damn.
Flag returned.
M41 Spanker inbound.
Target spotted.
M41 Spanker available. Let's run for our lives back to base.
Oh, Jesus.
Spotted.
Well, no shit.
Enemy flag returned.
Nice stick. Oh, yeah.
Enemy Spartans are closing in. Taking fire. Reloading.
Taking our flag.
That dude hit some fucking 360s. He was fucking moving.
We've lost a teammate.
Alright, let it stay.
Whiplash.
Over shield inbound.
Flag returned.
Over shield available.
Another one down.
Oh, the guy's got the Halo thing.
Better luck next time. Taking damage.
Oh, that's two down. Oh, that was my own game. Oops.
They have our flag. Not good. Enemy flag carrier spotted. Glad I'm in your head and not that head. What's left of it. Enemy there.
Flag returned.
Oh, noob combo. Bro. 2 shots.
Pop their sheet.
Bro, you have like the perfect freaking angle. Both of you have the perfect angle.
Take cover. Spartan down.
I'm not gonna lie, that was BS on my part. I should have died to that.
Power items incoming. Power items on the field.
What the fuck? Oh my god, I thought that was my teammate. That's kind of bullshit too. That's the one thing I don't like about this game. Even though you can like change your colorblind settings, everyone still has the same armor colors that they have. Nice. Oh, fuck. It's like normally when you play Halo, they'll be red or blue, but you know, now I can't freaking see because people can have like white, green, yellow, different armor, which sucks for me because my enemies are green. I've changed them to green instead of blue and red. That looks like they're capped at this one. I have not a clue where he is. Oh, he didn't get very far.
I see him. The enemy carrier.
5 minutes remaining.
How? How? That's bullshit. Nice. 2 shots. Come on. Shoot, you're the only one there, dude. Oh, we gotta help this kid up. Yeah, no shit.
Spartan down.
The enemy carrier has revealed themselves.
No, you're not.
Tactical flash.
Close. Enemy's hurt.
Our team is getting freaking stomped, though. I'm not gonna lie. NGL.
Overshield inbound.
Jump down, you guys. I got you. Pick up, pick up, pick up, pick up.
Got the pickup.
Overshield available. Out, you're mine. They spotted a Spartan.
All right, that's your time. Go. Nice, it's 2 down.
I see him. The enemy carrier.
Grenade out.
The enemy carrier has revealed themselves.
Nice. Oh, shit. Nice. Huge pull.
M41 Spanker inbound. M41 Spanker available.
Taking damage.
Enemy flag carrier revealed.
Enemy flag returned. Double kill.
Pull it, pull it, pull it!
Flag returned. Goal line
You're welcome.
stand.
An ally took their flag.
Enemy flag returned.
Enemies on me.
Overshield inbound.
Oh, I can't stop laughing.
Taking damage.
They have our flag. Not good. Enemy flag carrier spotted. The enemy carrier has Points acquired.
Flag returned.
Targets are over there.
Crazy. My teammate's calling like random shit, and then he just jumps in front of me. Oh, that's great. Crazy part is we have him pressed.
1 minute remaining.
Huge.
Our team took the enemy flag.
Enemy flag returned. 30
We
seconds
need like
remaining.
two big pull. We need a big pull. I don't think it's happening. Well, my game froze. Holy shit. Well, that's fun. My game fucking froze. Oh no, I think I'm gonna get banned now. Fuck. I have to like leave the match. My controller just keeps vibrating. I don't know if you can see it, hear it. Yeah. Oh, that sucks, dude. I could back out, but I guess I gotta back out. So that's a good question. Because we're in a different climate now. So like it says right now 81 million copies or 81 million players have played Halo Infinite. So like there's people aren't buying physical copy games as much anymore, so they're more opted to get Game Pass. $180 a year gets you access to playing Halo Infinite, Forza Horizon, Back 4 Blood, anything Bethesda puts out at a snap like that. It's all cloud, or you can download it. Whereas Halo 1 and Halo 2, Halo 1 was a system seller. You bought an Xbox to play Halo. Halo 2 sold Xbox Live. Now you can play this on the PC. It's harder to kind of like figure out like what you like, how many copies have actually like really sold. So they could basically go by like how many people are playing online. And so far 81 million registered players have played. And that's across PC and console. Now, does that mean that 81 million people are playing right now? Absolutely not. Basically, it just means that 81 million people pressed start on the game at one point and played it. I probably can go through my friends list of people that have played it. One, I've got 2 people currently online that are playing it. This kid was playing it. This kid played it. Brian played it. He played it. She played it. He played it. But she only played like 15 games. Mark played like 1,000. So it just depends on like how you look at it. Halo 2, how many copies of Halo 2 are sold? Which these were physical copy games. And you also have to think how long how the longevity of something is. 8.46 million copies of Halo were sold.
Slayer.
Does that mean that there's, you know, some of those are sealed, some of those are whatever, but because there's an option to play it for free, makes this kind of different, you know.
Beat him to a pulp.
Reloading.
Active camo acquired. I hope you know what you're
Me
doing.
too. Whereas like Halo 1, that sold consoles. Now I'm pretty sure half to 70% of those 81 million players aren't playing this game anymore. I can guarantee you that. That there's a good number of people that just have pretty much abandoned the game so far. They didn't like it. You know, there's a bunch of different factors.
Glad I'm in your head and not that head. What's left of it?
Oh, let me get the trip. Oh, I choked. But yeah, it's weird. It's like I don't think this game is gonna have as they want it to have. Like they want it to be as big as Halo 2 was. I don't think that's gonna be the case, to be honest. I think Halo 2 and Halo 1 were on totally different levels. Like Halo 2 was legendary right when it came out. People were like, "Oh, it's gonna be like the shit." Whereas this game is what? There's like 7 or 8 others. People are already either off of Halo. Oh, nice, there we go. They're done with Halo, and they've been done with Halo since Halo 2 or Halo 3. You just gotta look at the sales, like just like a graph of like the other sales. But
Active camo available.
I think they want this game to be a 10-year game. I don't think it's really gonna happen. Especially with how everything is set up. Like this is a game with this is a free game technically. That's why there's 81 million people. Like you could go, like I told you, you could go and play this game right now. The multiplayer. The multiplayer is free. You pay for the campaign. Now, how many people have played the campaign? I don't know. I would maybe say like 500,000 to 1 million. But there's no like way to actually figure that out. Because of Game Pass as well. I'm not gonna lie though, I am on fire right now. I'm warmed up. I shouldn't be warmed up. I usually play like ass, but tonight is something else. Oh, I had somebody leave. That's great.
Whoa!
Taking damage. Over there. Hostiles in sight.
After this game, I'll look up like a chart of like what Halo games have sold the best. So I'm actually curious myself. I never really kind of like dug and figured it out.
Active camo inbound.
Well,
Active camo
is
available.
he gonna follow me? Nope.
Over there. Hostiles in sight.
Yeah, 10-5, not bad. Especially after that loss. That loss that we shouldn't really have had. My teammates were just getting worked. They were getting feeding, they were getting upset. That's what happens when you play a game and you're upset. Like you start like
Targets are over there.
They're close.
missing shots, blaming other people. It just becomes toxic. I gotta do just heavy breathing right now in my ear.
Double kill.
Enemies hurt. We're close. Stay out. Over there. Hostiles in sight.
Active camo inbound.
No. I mean, it was the first Microsoft console, and you know, the computer company makes a gaming console.
Nearing
It's
victory.
kind of a big deal. And Halo has been seen by countless people because it was originally supposed to be like an Apple game. It's like people were hyped for it to begin with, and then it's like, oh, it's going to be an Xbox exclusive versus on Apple computers. Yeah, I'm down. How you gonna get beat down like that, bro? You see, it's juking me too. Alright.
Another one down. Grenade out. Targets are over there.
Oh, they're nice too.
Minutes remaining.
I think like I don't see the thing is with the the DVD player. That was Sony's big thing. Because I know like people had to buy the remote and like people like hated that. With like the original Xbox, you had to buy like a $40 playback remote, which plus your console you're at like $300. So it's like, okay, well I can get a DVD player. Yeah, so it was actually like there's early footage at don't quote me on it. I don't think it's E3. But it was some sort of tech conference that showcased Halo, and it was like Bill Gates was the one that, not Bill Gates, Steve Jobs was actually like talking about it. But let's see. So 8.5 copies of Halo 1 or Halo 2. Halo 1 copies sold. 3 million. No, so 4.2 million. And then there were 670,000 on the PC for Halo 1. So let's just call that 4.9. Halo 3. Halo 3 copies sold 14.5 million. So you're seeing a trend, an upward trend, and then also Halo 3 gaming was more accessible to the masses versus it wasn't a, I'll put it this way, there were more consoles in not just living rooms but in like kids rooms versus like the console was like in the living room or the entertainment room. I'll put it that way. Because the Xbox and PS2 kind of made things very accessible to people, but Halo 3 and online gaming was very big. And then we have Halo Reach. Copies sold. And then wow, Halo 5 Guardians was the fastest launch. Halo Reach sold 3.3 million units. And that's very late into the or like mid-range to the 360's life point. And a lot of people were playing Call of Duty at this time. Call of Duty was the big like divide. Were you playing Call of Duty or were you playing this? not only that, you had
Taking damage.
you had people also playing you also had Halo Reach, which sold copies, which is basically a solo campaign plus Halo 3 multiplayer again. And then when the Xbox One came out, or I didn't even look at Halo 4's releases.
They've taken our flag. I see 'em.
Or, yeah,
The
Halo
enemy
4's
carrier.
release. I would love to believe that Halo 4 did better. It's got a track star.
Better them than us. An ally took their flag.
Flag returned.
Cover me. Another one down. Yonder.
Damn it.
Enemy flag returned.
So that was a big momentum push.
Overshield available.
Enemy there!
Double kill. Shot caller.
In my sights!
Oh, would you look at that?
Tag one.
You're exposed, Spartan. Get it home, Spartan. Oh, you've been spotted. Ooh, that ain't pretty. M41 spanker inbound.
You're close. Take it. We've lost a teammate. Frag out. Enemies on me.
Fuck, dude.
Targets are over there.
Damn,
Enemy
dude.
flag returned.
Tag one.
They have our flag. Not good. I see him. The enemy carrier. Overshield
Yeah, well,
inbound.
I'm dead too.
Damage to
Nice.
carrier.
Get that return.
Flag returned.
That onion your head and not that head. What's left of it?
Double kill.
Our team took the enemy flag.
Shields are down.
You out of your mind? You've been spotted. They know where we are.
Taking damage. Targets are over there. Tango's close.
Grapple shot obtained.
Fuck.
Taking
Power items on the way.
cover me.
Power items on the field.
Please kill him.
That shot got way too many. Damage the carrier. Reloading. M41 sniper is a go.
I see him. The enemy carrier.
Enemy captured your flag.
Another one down.
5 minutes remaining.
Ours? Oh no.
Taking damage.
Enemy flag returned.
Yikes.
Damage. Below us. Enemy Spartans are closing in.
So it's weird. Like you get better as well as the general public gets better too.
Not good. Enemy flag carrier revealed. Overshield inbound.
Especially when they add new game modes, they add new maps,
Flag returned.
sometimes new weapons.
An ally took their flag.
Grab the
Overshield available.
Tango's closing in.
Way to paint a target on our back, Spartan.
This drop, dude.
Enemy flag returned.
Enemy flag. M41
Fuck,
Spanker
dude.
available.
Teammate. Taking damage.
Enemy flag returned.
The enemy carrier has revealed themselves.
Taking fire.
Enemy captured your flag.
Tag one. Stay mobile.
Damn. One shot. Nice.
Shields are down. Got the pickup.
Overshield available.
Enemies hurt.
Nice.
One minute remaining.
There's two down there.
Enemies on me.
Man, he's all sweaty. He's got the combo out. God damn.
Enemy flag returned. 30 seconds remaining.
Oh, fuck. Damn, that was good. I didn't play that great though, but he's still good.
Defeat.
Oh well. Yeah, it's one of those things, like, if you're, like, naturally good at the game, if you're naturally good at the game, you will continue to progress, but, like, if you, I don't know, it's a weird system. Like, going from Halo 2 to Halo 3 to Halo Reach to Halo 4 to Halo 5 to Master Chief Collection, which is going back, and then playing this. There's so many different playing styles that it just kind of, it jumbles together. But it's one of those things, like, if you're good at one Call of Duty game, you're good at most Call of Duty games. If you're good at one Halo game, you're decent at most. It just takes a little bit to get used to, like, the controls and how other people play. And now you're playing mouse and keyboard. You can play against people with mouse and keyboard versus controller, so they have a full 360 motion. Alright, and then I gotta check Halo 4. Halo 4 copies sold. So Halo 4 sold over 8 million. And then we have Halo ODST copies sold, which is basically just Halo 3. Oh, here we go. I should have done this. Okay. So, Halo 1, 5.5. Halo 2, 8.4. 14.5 on Halo 3, so almost doubled. Halo Wars, 2.6, which isn't even a Bungie game. ODST, 6.3. So half, a little less, or more than half of Halo 3, but it's basically Halo 3 2.0. 9.87 for Halo Reach. Combat Evolved Anniversary is 2.43. Halo 4, 9.7 mil.
Those kills, and we win.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
Tag one. Keep your head down.
Camo in.
Toys are ours.
Fuck. And then 8.13 million plus, which means it's also on PC for Master Chief Collection. Halo 5, 9.5.
We've lost the
Target spotted.
And Halo 5 was booty. Oh my god, the whole freaking squad is right there. Sheesh. Alright, let's go, guys.
target spotted.
There
spotted.
Gain the lead.
Now we start to rotate. We rotate into the other player.
Active camo inbound.
Oh, let me get dropped. So Halo 5, 9.5, which is crazy. Halo Wars 2, 2.2 million. And then they don't have the full number for the newest one.
They're under us.
Do they have camo? There's one.
No one's getting close to me.
I'm in the worst spot. I knew I was gonna get freaking shot at. Damn. As someone that really hasn't played the Halo series early on, like you and others, I thought this is the best. So it looks wonderful. It looks really, really good. The only thing is,
Sniper inbound.
I think it's. I haven't played the campaign, so I really can't judge it.
S7 sniper available.
Enemy has an S7 sniper. In my sights.
Like, this game looks beautiful. I just couldn't tell you what the campaign's like, because I know that's half the battle for a lot of people. You know, a lot of people could care less about the multiplayer, even though it's phenomenal in most games.
Active camo inbound. Active camo available.
Halfway to victory.
Our ammo reserves are low. Better them than us.
Like, I honestly think that Halo 3 is probably the most well-rounded, best version of Halo that you can have. Like, Halo 3's campaign is like a 9 out of 10. Halo 3's multiplayer is like near perfect. It is like the staple. It made probably one of the best competitive Halos. You know, had really good customization, Forge mode, a lot of community backing, which is great.
Grenade out.
Repulsor obtained.
Shot caller.
Oh, I shot the grenade.
Double kill. Remote detonation.
Power items incoming. Power items available.
Taking forward down. Reloading.
Fuck. This game feels more like, I don't want to say a tactical shooter, but
Lost another one of that sniper.
it kind of is. Oh, fuck.
Nearing victory.
Guys, behind. Shoot him.
Eyes up.
Nice. Like you can tag people. There's like actual call-outs on the screen, which is nice. So it's meant for a more competitive audience.
5 minutes remaining.
Stay mobile.
Enemy there. Target spotted.
Cover me.
Active camo inbound.
Nice.
Victory.
Like the fact that you could like the fact that you can ping somebody and it'll call it out. Whereas like Halo 3, like I don't know, Halo 3 attracts everybody. It's got a really good co-op campaign, really great, theater mode was implemented in the game, so you can actually go back and watch your footage. It's meant for custom games. Like there's a mode where you can literally take an empty slate and make a map. That was the first one, first game to do it. Whereas this game, right now, if I go to campaign, I actually have to go and download the game. I haven't even downloaded it yet. But there's no co-op campaign currently. I go to multiplayer. This is all I have. I have a bot boot camp, which is cool. It throws you into games with bots. Quick play throws you into a random game. Big team battle 8v8. Fiesta, random weapons. Free for all, cool. Tactical Slayer, Team Slayer, ranked arena. That's all I have, and it's gonna keep rotating. There's no like other further things to do. So it looks like I have to do a lot of free for all. Oh, I didn't win an oddball match yet. That's why I was playing ranked. Well, I got to play 5 free for alls and get 10 kills in free for all. And this is how the game is progressive. You have to do challenges. So like when you level up your character, it's in the battle pass is in a 1 through 100 thing, and you unlock all these little things. You can unlock a new color, you can unlock a new helmet, a new this, and that keeps people playing. And then you have weekly challenges, which when you complete all the weekly challenges, you get a certain thing. Cool.
Slayer.
That's it. And then you can play ranked, and you get from, the bottom of the barrel to the top of the leaderboard. That's it. No custom games, no custom lobbies yet.
And kill faster.
No forge. It's very bare bones right now. And that's what they're trying to do, is they want to keep making the game. Oh, I fucking...
Reliable weapon right
I
there.
didn't. There's not really a lot to do yet, because they're slowly, like, releasing content. And that's what they try and get you. So, like, once I complete my weekly challenges, I have to wait until the next week for it to be, like, refreshing again. If that makes sense. I'm gonna fight that one. Oh, I got him. Whereas Halo 3, it dropped in with X amount of maps. 4 months later, it dropped in with 4 more maps. They had weekly events. They had a bunch of things you can do. Social matches, ranked matches, hardcore matches, custom matches. You can make a new map if you wanted to. There's a lot you can actually do in the game. That's what was really fun about it. Same with Reach. Reach was the same thing. Reach basically had you would play the game and you just get XP. But it made you want to play all the other modes. This, I have no... The only reason I want to play campaign is actually experience the campaign. To the average viewer that doesn't really know much about Halo, they might not even touch the campaign. They might just say, I'm just going to play the multiplayer.
Lost the
Cool.
lead.
But, as much as I love Halo 2, Halo 3 was probably the best version.
Overshield inbound.
Overwatch does a system, like a season as well, but their seasons are a little bit different. What they'll do is, you don't play. You have like an overall rank, like a 1 through 100, and then it gives you like once you hit 100, it'll reset and it'll give you like a star. So now you're 101, because it's like the star plus 1. Oh, I almost got him. Whereas, and then you just play the game, but you would play competitive, but they would have fun bonus game modes. They would have, you know, a PvE mode. They would have a free-for-all mode, a 1v1 mode. They actually put a lot of those things in the actual game.
Double kill.
And you don't have to pay for it. Whereas this game, when the new season comes out, Halo for Season 2, I have to pay for the Battle Pass. If I don't pay for the Battle Pass, I can still play for free, but they make more money in the long term doing that. So if my brother plays for 10 seasons, they get $100 out of them if it's $10 a season versus just $60. If you play for 2 seasons, you get $20, but it's a free game, so it's really no skin off their ass. Or if you don't even play, if you just play the free mode and you just play to play the game, cool. But you're not going to get any of the cool cosmetics that some of the other players get.
Halfway to victory.
But it's weird. Overwatch kind of does, like you said, Overwatch does a similar thing, but they want you to, when you get a new level, like when you get 4 to 5 games won, and you get to like from level 1 to level 2, you get enough XP to get a loot box, and then the loot box, you open it up, you can get skins. This, it's purely, you play to get challenges done, to get those done, or you could purchase them with real currency. But there's a lot of like extra things too that this game has. Like you have the drop shields. You have like, it's weird. Halo's always been like a weird franchise where they always try and do a little bit more than what's necessarily needed, which I think is why a lot of people gravitate back towards Master Chief Collection, because it's bare bones Halo 3, bare bones Halo 2,
5
Halo
minutes
1.
remaining.
Personally, I like Halo Infinite. I think it's actually a very decent game. A lot of people shit on it because there are some issues, but the game is basically still in its beta stage. But you're getting a free game. If you want to put money into it, you're more than welcome to do that. If you don't, it's all you. Crunchy snake. Catching back up.
Power items incoming.
I'm gonna get destroyed. Oh, no, maybe not.
Power items available.
Double kill. Triple kill.
Oh! No! Like, if you look at the evolution of, like, Call of Duty, for example, versus the evolution of Halo, it's baffling how much stuff that they've put into
No scope.
Halo 2 versus Halo 3 versus Reach versus Call of Duty Modern Warfare, or Call of Duty 4 versus Modern Warfare 2 versus Modern Warfare 3. It's crazy.
Victory.
Like, I probably can pick up the newest Call of Duty game right now and do pretty well. Just from, like, muscle memory of playing those games. And I remember playing, like, World at War when it came out and, like, just demolishing a lobby. And never playing World at War. I didn't play the game for, like, 3 months, and I just mopped the first game. Didn't have all the weapons I needed, didn't have all the perks, didn't have anything. I just mopped. Just pure, you know, muscle memory and skills.
Overshield inbound.
I don't like this. No, cold fire. Oh, he's catching back up. Shit. And the thing is, I'm not saying evolution in games isn't bad. It's actually a positive thing. Keeps things like super original, different. Keeps players on their toes. But like, when you deviate too far, it kind of gets annoying. Like Halo 4, for example, panned. The multiplayer is panned by most people. No. No. Oh man, Crunchy Snake's gonna get this last kill.
Remaining.
Yo! No! There's like a three-way tie. Come here. Let's go. It's freaking three-way tie for first place. Oh, let's go. Like, I actually love the changes that this game has. It's fresh. But I didn't play a lot of Halo 5. I didn't play a lot of Halo 4. Well, actually, I played a lot of Halo 4, but I hated it. Almost hated every moment of it. It just wasn't very... Wasn't me. Whew. Okay. So now... cumulative score and free-for-all. And then I have to play Fiesta. So I need to do 4 more. And then I have to play 5 Team Slayer matches. Let's do this. Kill an enemy with the Disruptor in PvP. Alright, so that's cool. I'll keep that. Oh, man. 11:20. Man. When I start streaming? An hour and 25 minutes ago. Okay. A little before 10. Hey, my item sold. How much did it sell for? Nothing. $3 fucking dollars. Oh well. That person got a good day. Good deal.
Slayer.
Move fast and kill faster.
Uh-oh. I grabbed the wrong thing. Nope, there's rockets. Is anybody AFK? Damn. Trying to get an achievement where I get a perfect with a gun. That's very hard to get a perfect with. Alright, he should be out of rockets. Apparently not. Yeah, that's bullshit. Alright. Not looking like it's my match right now. 1-4. Oh my god. Don't run out there. Oh, I'm gonna get so many assists. 250. I have 3 assists already. Damn, boy.
M41 Spanker inbound.
Okay. But I will say, something that you did bring up is that the weapons in this game are just crazy, which I 100% agree. A little almost too crazy. But I'm getting used to them. And I know soon I'd really love to freaking do the campaign. I heard the campaign's actually really good for this game, but we'll have to see. Be our own judges.
Enemy halfway to victory.
I'm gonna talk about campaigns when I rarely play them. No, stop running out.
Double kill.
So, like, if you look at console shooters as a whole, there are a lot. But
Plasma grenade.
what
Take.
Halo does, whereas like the other games don't, and after this game I'll break down those games in particular. 'Cause I've played most of them. Oh damn! Is Halo has a very rich story and a very, very good multiplayer.
Spike grenades acquired. M41 Spanker inbound.
Destroyed me. I still in last place. Oh, I'm in 3rd place now. Okay. I need to get 2,000 score. It's probably gonna take 2 games, but that's okay.
Nearing victory.
Oh, it was the other way. This dude's been getting the freaking the rocket launcher like every rip.
Yard sale. minutes remaining.
I think to that statement, the guns in Halo 2 or Halo 3, there's like 5 weapons people pick up. The battle rifle, the sniper, the rockets, shotgun.
Plasma grenades acquired.
This game, there's 2 different versions of the shotgun. There's a bunch of random, you know, heavy weapons. There's like 6 or 7 heavy weapons you can grab. And they all do different things. It's not just like 3 different versions of the rocket launcher. So it requires you to use different weapons to traverse the map.
F41 Spanker inbound.
You know, for you to do X, Y, and Z versus Halo 3, you have a BR, you have a sniper rifle, you're good to go. And it's 4 shots to the head, they're dead. This game, you have to go and pick up different weapons to make things work. You know, you do get BR starts when you're playing competitive. But, you know, a game like Fiesta, like, which is fun, I've always loved Fiesta, you just jump into it with random weapons. So, the Halo series is deep because it has a lot to back itself up. Let's look at the source material that these games are, that you mentioned. You got Turok, GoldenEye, Medal of Honor, Doom. GoldenEye, for example, is just a game based off of a movie. Rare and Nintendo got the license to make the game. They made the game, didn't come out in time. The multiplayer for that game, fun fact, wasn't even actually in the game. So, GoldenEye, if it came out 2 weeks before it was actually supposed to, there would be no multiplayer. That was just kind of an add-on. They just kind of threw that together last minute, and it stuck. It was kind of like a random, like, you know, Hail Mary. And that's what people remember that game for. It's got a story that's based off of a movie. Probably one of the better James Bond films. And it took the controller and made a good shooter on the N64, which the fucking controller is atrocious. But the multiplayer is afterthought. But everyone that talks about GoldenEye, oh yeah, the multiplayer was so fun. 4 people playing with friends. Cool. Turok, same thing. Turok, based off of the comic books from the late 70s. It's about a guy that hunts dinosaurs. So the first game comes out, it's good. Not as good as GoldenEye. Second game comes out, Seeds of Evil. That's pretty much like the GOAT. That's like S tier. Then you've got Turok 3. How many of these things are there? I forget if there's like 3 or 4 of them. This one's number 1. Yeah, there's 4 of them. Rage Wars, Turok 3, 2, 1. And then you've got the one on the GameCube, PS2, Xbox, didn't do so well. And then you had the Revival. And that's it. But Turok, same thing, couch co-op. 4-player split screen, death matches. Doom didn't have couch multiplayer, but it had online play. That and Quake, Duke Nukem, a lot of the 3D Realms and id Software stuff had that. But that was a revolutionary because it was probably one of the best shooters to come out in the 90s. Revolutionary. You know, took what Wolfenstein did and did it 10 times better. Medal of Honor. Medal of Honor, probably one of the better World War II era shooters in a sea of World War II shooters. Medal of Honor has fallen off since, you know, going to the 360, but it was a good game. Multiplayer wise, wasn't as good, but you had a good story and it was a true story. So a lot of people, you know, played it for like it's almost realism. Halo, on the other hand, has a very interesting story. That if you look up the Halo complete story, it spans like multiple games, and multiple like offsets of books and other types of media. So like, I don't know if you know this, there's actually going to be a Halo TV show coming out in March on Paramount Network. It looks pretty decent, but Halo is the type of game that can spawn a lot of different things, and it has. Let's look at all this. Hurry up and load. We've got Halo Wars, a real-time strategy. The spiritual successor to it. So we have 2 real-time strategy games. Halo 5. Okay. Spartan Assault. Not a lot of people know about this game. Kind of a arcadey, top-down shooter between Halo 3 and Halo 4. Not many people know about it. Ooh, I gotta download that. Most popular. You've got Master Chief Collection, which is basically just a compilation of Halo 1, 2, 3, 4, Reach, and ODST. So you have 6 games. So you have 6 games plus Halo 5 plus Infinite. That's 8 games. Then you have Spartan Assault, which is a spin-off. 2 Halo Wars, so now we're up to 11 games. 11 games. It's crazy. It's absolutely insane. But it works in a lot of different ways. Let's take Doom, for example. Doom would be very, very hard pressed to make a real-time strategy game. GoldenEye, same thing. Turok, Medal of Honor. Medal of Honor is probably the only game in that list that can actually make a real-time strategy game. Dude, there's so much. There's like 30. I think there's like 25 books that go from the Halo campaigns to offshoots and stuff like that. But it's rich, and like you can put Halo into a lot of different genres. You could make Halo a survival horror game if you wanted to. Throw Master Chief with limited ammo in a space world with unknown aliens, just like Dead Space. You could make this game a Fortnite clone. You drop in and you pick up weapons, and last Spartan standing wins. You know, it's very obtainable. Oh no, where's the... I might be able to do it. Holy shit. Don't move.
Overshield inbound.
Yeah! Yeah! I've been waiting to do that for so long.
Shield available.
Oh, I could care less if I die right now. You can make Halo into a not real-time strategy, like a Uncharted game where it's adventure-like, and just make cutscenes. You can make it a choose-your-own-adventure game. A lot of these other IPs that are known as like the best shooters from the 90s and 2000s can't do it. Are you shooting me? I'll probably just leave this map and be okay with it. Yes. I've been actually really wanting to play, Gears of War recently. I've been itching to play it.
Overshield inbound.
Have you played any of the Gears of War games yet, Jamar?
Overshield available. shield acquired.
Where are you running from? Why are you running? I think Gears of War is very similar to Halo. Like, you can... It's got elements of, like, you know, survival horror, action, adventure, while still being a shooter and still being true to itself. At least for the first 3. I haven't played any of the newer ones.
Skewer available.
Double kill.
I highly recommend them. Or when I decide to stream them, definitely check them out while I stream them, because I'm gonna start from the beginning. I played the crap out of those games growing up, like when it first came out. I borrowed it from my buddy, and I was like, I didn't want to give it back to him. And that's a game that I probably would like play for a very long time.
Shield inbound.
Nope. Like, especially like Gears 3 and Gears 2, they have like a lot of replayability. Actually, it's kind of cool. I've been, a couple of my buddies have been fielding questions to me, on like Instagram and stuff like that. It's if it's the first one, it is very, very good. Very dark, like both in color scheme and in nature. Like, there's a lot of death. A lot of death in the game, but the graphics are like really, really good. The way that the shotgun and like the Lancer, which is the gun with the chainsaw, just the way they feel makes you feel like a badass, which is what you want out of a game like that. It's kind of like when you ever play like what's it like if you played like a World War II game and you had to go and use a bazooka or use like a giant heavy machine gun. Do you feel the weight of like the gun and the bullets? That's what this game feels like. It is wonderful and very satisfying getting kills. But one of my friends was asking me like a couple questions, like which I actually might do like just solo videos on, which is like Desert Island games and movies. Like, what are some games that you would take with you on a desert island? Those are the only games you could play for the rest of your life. So I think it's a pretty interesting concept. But if you play Gears 1, you finish it. You have to promise me to play Gears 2. Gears 2 is like 10 times better, in my personal opinion. Gears 1 is iconic for what it is, but there's something about Gears 2 that's just like so good. That guy's pissed. That guy should have killed me. And Gears 3. Gears 3 is good. You don't have to promise me to play that one. But Gears 2, 100%. The sheer content that Gears 2 has versus Gears 1 is bar none. It's probably the best like upgrade to a game like that. More weapons, better graphics. You have a horde mode, so you literally just like fight just waves and waves of enemies on like a bunch of maps. And then you have bot matches, so you can set up your own bot matches, where you couldn't do that on the first one. 3 has some dope stuff too. Like they have like a couple different modes, like new modes, and a better system for horde mode, but it's still really good. Hell yeah, I did. Gears 1's the shit. And the cool thing is Gears 1 is so inexpensive. It's backwards compatible and it's cheap. Like that's like it's win-win. Anytime somebody buys an Xbox One, like that's like one of the first things I tell them to buy is Gears Ultimate Edition, which is the graphically enhanced version, which really doesn't matter. They both look phenomenal. But there's some versions of Gears Ultimate that have Rare Replay, so I always recommend that version. 'Cause it's like $8 for 30 freaking games on Rare Replay, and then one random, and then Gears Ultimate. And then if you get a sealed copy of Gears Ultimate, you get Gears 1, 2, 3, and Judgment on one disc, which is also a great deal. And I'm losing by 3. I gotta freaking step it up. There's only a minute left. I'm probably not gonna come out on top on this one. Nope. Oh well. I got my achievement. That's all I really care about. Actually, how many copies? $27 million copies among the first 5 games. Hey, they bought Tetris Sphere. What'd they buy it for? $7.12. Cool.
Are you the manager? That's good. I want a refund. You see, look at my fries. You see my fries? They're fucking upside down in the back. Are you the
Response to this lady.
I might be able to help you with that. I might have a copy laying around. I will check my shelf after this game, see if I've got a copy for you. Halo, or not Halo 4. Gears 4 was cool because they actually had a Run the Jewels pack, so you could play as freaking Killer Mike, which I think is freaking sick. No! Wow, I'm getting destroyed right now. Join a game halfway, that's why.
Enemy halfway to
through.
victory.
I don't know if you came into the shop today, but some kid, like, wiped us out of games. Like, he damn near bought, like 30 games.
Cinder shot inbound.
Like, good for him. But if I got a copy, I got you. If I don't have a copy, I'm still going to find one for you. Like I said, they're cheap. They're like, if you go to, like, GameStop, they're like $2-3. If they still sell them. Yeah, Killer Mike from, the Atlanta rapper. And LP from, Run the Jewels.
Plasma grenades acquired.
Damn, I'm getting destroyed. I'm backing out of this one. God damn. God damn! Alright, what am I looking for? Gears of War. Ooh. I've got Gears triple pack. Gears 2. Well, you're in luck. I've got a copy of Gears 2 for you. I'm going to throw that in my car when I get home. Well, the reason those games sold, the kid bought 30 games, because he does a lot of, he was telling me about it. He does, like random lots. Like he'll buy a bunch of games and he'll like make like mystery packs of random games for collectors. Which is kind of a cool concept. So like you give him like $20-25 and he's got at least $25 worth of games inside of a envelope for you. And there could be a game that's worth $30-40 in there. So it's a cool way for like him to get rid of stuff and make a couple bucks, because he buys a game for $2 that sells online for $8 from us. He's going to list that as, I think that's worth $8. And there's 8 of the $20 from the mystery pack. He buys 4 games and he says they're $8 a piece. Or eBay says they're $8 a piece. He spent $8 on the 4. He sells them for $20. Good for him. I ain't knocking the hustle. I ain't knocking the hustle. But I do have a copy of Gears 2 for you. I think this might have been my actual, like... No, this wasn't my original copy. It's weird, I don't have a copy of Gears 1, which I'm kind of baffled about. But I have it digitally. All right. This might be my last one just because we're nearing midnight and I do need to actually try and sleep soon. It's been a pretty rough week not sleeping, so. As always, I do appreciate you coming out, checking out the stream, all that fun stuff, but we're going to try and knock these guys dead. A little fiesta for everybody. A little random action. Well, I need kills with the what? The disruptor.
See you in my nightmares.
Like everyone's leaving and joining, which is crazy. No, Mark actually, unfortunately, where he was working at Outback in Enfield, they ended up closing that store down, which I guess was inevitable. News to me. So he's actually opening, or he's like helping, you know, revive another store that's kind of on the verge of failing. So he is MIA right now. And yes, not getting sleep is definitely my worst enemy. I don't think I've had a good night's sleep in 2 weeks. Even Sunday. Sunday, didn't even go to work. I slept for maybe 3 hours, and then slept for another 2-3 hours. You know, there's just not much I can physically do. Don't feel refreshed, don't feel revived. I feel even more tired. But it is what it is. I hope to hear back from the sleep specialist soon. Well, I actually did hear from the sleep specialist, but I gotta get my sleep CPAP machine and get fitted for that, which should be fun. Is it the disruptor that I need, or the Ravager? I don't even fucking remember. Damn, I wish I could see the things that I need. Like what challenges I need.
Halfway to victory.
But hopefully in the next like 4-6 months, I'll be back to normal. A lot of people I've been talking to that have sleep apnea say that it's like the best thing that's ever happened to them, getting the machine. Was it the rat? I don't remember what it was. Now I'm just dying to random things again. Ooh. Okay.
Thrusters acquired.
Where are you?
Nearing victory.
Hey, be careful with those.
Hello, yay! hopefully that's the thing I need to get a kill with. I'll find out at the end of the game. And if it's not, hopefully it's this thing. Hooray. No. Ooh.
Threat sensor acquired.
Spectacular victory.
Oh, it's not midnight yet. I'll do one more. But yeah, once I get the sleep apnea machine, if I get a new job, dude, I'm going to be a whole different person. Oh. I can dream. Man can dream. I gotta bring this to work as well. I gotta make a stack of things to bring to work. This. I gotta bring this. The disruptor. That was okay. That was the shock thing. Okay. Fucking A. Community score and 5,000. Damn. Yeah, I'm done. Actually. All right. Well, I want to thank everybody that showed up. Everybody that chatted, aka Jamar. Thank you. I always appreciate you coming through, buddy. Really does mean a lot. I will most likely be streaming on Thursday. Actually, let me do this. I am kind of between two things. So for Counter-Strike, I played Source back at when I don't know if you remember this, but at the Buckland Hills Mall there used to be a LAN center. Oh my goodness, excuse me. There used to be a LAN center. And a couple times we'd go and we'd pay and play. We'd play Source over there. And then one opened up on the Yukon campus. We played Source. Wasn't super big into it, but I played Counter-Strike. I really enjoyed Counter-Strike on the original Xbox because I'm like not good with a mouse and keyboard. So I played a lot. I played Source every once in a while with my buddies, and then I played the Xbox version, which is basically Source, but a very vanilla version of it. For the Tom Clancy games, I played Rainbow Six Vegas. Oh my goodness. Vegas 1 and Vegas 2. Actually, ironically, Mike, my manager, really played the shit out of Vegas. So he says he was really good at it. I played Splinter Cell and a couple other games, and I enjoyed them for the most part, but they were too slow for me. Yes, that's where the Nerdy Gamer guys played. And one of my buddies was a Nerdy Gamer kid, but he was kind of like the king of the Nerdy Gamer kids. Like, he was the suave, good at games. You know, he's the one that had a girlfriend, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, he's got a girlfriend." So like, of course he had friends, so he was like, "Oh, like let's all go there." So we would go there. And then it moved actually to Vernon. I don't know if you remembered that, but it moved to Vernon where Goodyear Tire is like kind of diagonal from where our store is. Where the Tommy's Tanning and Angelina's is, they used to be in there. and because I think rent was cheaper. And then when they opened that, that's when console gaming was a big thing. So they had a couple spots for like Gears of War, a couple spots for like Halo 2, and they had like a Rock Band station. So I would, kind of walk all over people in the Gears of War in the Halo section. But didn't really play a whole lot of Splinter Cell. Like the first one I did. Yeah, Mike really, like, if I ever bring up like competitive gaming, he always tells me, he's like, dude, I'm gonna tell you, best game of all time, Rainbow Six Vegas 2. And I'm like, no fucking way. And he used to play it like kind of like competitively with his buddies. One game I did enjoy playing was Ghost Recon. I played that on the PC with my brother, and then I played Advanced Warfare or Advanced Warfighter. But I think the Ghost Recon games and a lot of the Tom Clancy games were a little too slow for me. I enjoyed Vegas. I enjoyed playing like Terrorist Hunt. So was the shop around in 2000? Because I don't remember seeing the shop at that time. No, we opened up 5 years ago. Where in that plaza where we are now, there used to be we were a carpet store and a jewelry store, and we bought both. We were renting both of the locations. So yeah, that was we weren't around. The first Silent Steampunk, I don't think it was even around in 2001. 2001. Yeah, 2001. I want to say 2005 and 2006 is when, or 2004, 2005 is when the LAN center moved. Or maybe 2003, 2004, moved to Vernon, and then there was another spot in Rockville that was owned by a kid's parents. That they were a computer repair shop in Rockville, and they decided to buy like 12 TVs and a bunch of Xbox 360s to play freaking games, which was very strange. And then they would charge like, $10 for a couple hours to play like Halo 2 and like Gears of War and stuff like that. And then of course the soccer kids played for free, so I just got to wipe a bunch of soccer kids. But it was cool. But no, didn't really play a whole lot of the Tom Clancy stuff. It's something I'd probably go back in and play now. It just wasn't for me back then. So I'm trying to get a couple games. I want to figure out what games to play for Thursday. I'm like on the fence if I want to do, if I want to keep doing Halo or if I want to go back and play Blitz. But there's a lot of stuff that's out now that they've added that I really would like to play, like Brutal Legend, awesome freaking game. Katamari Reroll, OG NHL 94, the best. Rare Replay, I'd love to dive into Rare Replay. Has probably some of the best games that you can get. Sea of Thieves, I probably wouldn't play that. Like Rainbow Six Vegas or Extraction, probably not for me. It's a little too like slow. Sniper Elite, Resident Evil 7. Like just We Happy Few is another game I'd like to play. I gotta make thumbnails for these. Here's a Medal of Honor Airborne. That's actually probably one of the better, newer Medal of Honor games. Doom 64, Doom 3, OG Doom, Doom 2. The Wolfenstein games are another set. So there's a lot of stuff that I want to play. So I'm not 100% sure what I'm actually going to be playing on Thursday, but I should be streaming on Thursday. I think I'm going to do Serious Sam, like I said. It just looks interesting. And it looks like a lot of fun. Actually, we can watch the trailer. Watch the trailer and then I'll go to bed.
Today I wish to speak to all of you humans out there who are choosing to fight. I know that you believe you are doing the right thing.
And then maybe
You
if I
believe
actually enjoy this
there's a
game,
cause,
maybe I'll go
a
back and play the older
struggle
ones.
worth dying for. But let me tell you the truth. There is nothing worth fighting for.
Oh, shut up!
This just looks like stupid fun.
We got raiders on our tail!
Blow that thing to hell!
Yeah, I'm probably gonna enjoy. That'll just be a fun romp. So I don't know. I'll be 100% honest with you. What is this? This game looks freaking cool too. Let me put that in the play later. When I didn't work there until maybe close to a year into it being open. I think 7 or 8 months. But when I worked next door, they had. You also have to remember this is 5 years ago, so it wasn't uncommon for them to get N64s, NESs, Super Nintendos, for dirt cheap because they weren't worth a whole lot. I remember seeing N64s for sale there for like $39.99, original Xboxes for like $29, $39.99, PS2 Slims for like $30. Stuff like that. Like an NES was like probably one of the more sought after consoles, and those were not even like $50. I remember talking with Taki, like this was like when he opened Bloomfield. Now he's been in business for about 8 years, 8 to 9 years total. He remembers doing like $100 to $150 pawns on Xbox 360s. So how we typically worked out a pawn is an item. If it's worth 100, you get about 30 to 35 bucks, maybe 40 on a pawn because it incentivizes you to come pick it back up. So we typically work on about a third to 40% on a pawn. So the fact that he's giving out $150 means that there's $400 to $450 worth of goods there. So like 360 games, there was like, I'll put it this way. When I started working there, if GTA 5 ever hit the floor, it was always behind the case, and it was always marked to like 20 to 40 bucks. Like getting a copy of GTA 5, we were paying out the nose for them, like 15 bucks to sell it for like 20, like 5 to 40 bucks. Now, like, we're putting GTA 3 or GTA 5s out on the floor for $2.99, $3 on the 360 and the PS3. Xbox Ones are still getting like $12. Yeah, pawn shops are weird. Like I have one about 10 minutes away from my house in Stafford, and I've gotten some killer deals there over the years. I actually picked up. You can't see, it's covered, but there's a like complete up here. I'm gonna do a room tour with all the stuff, but there's a complete in box Super Nintendo up there that I paid like $100 for. When I started working there, there was a NES with a couple box games. I think they're asking like $120. If I saw that on the shelf for $120, I would have jumped on it immediately. Yeah, GTA 5 is common. It's one of the most like mass-produced games of all time. It's like the highest selling game. But now they're worth like nothing, except on the Xbox One and the PS4. They're still being sold for like $10, $15. When I kind of made my mark as a like not an employee, but as a customer. The best buy that I've ever had was I was walking in and Mike and Taki were talking about this. They had a bunch of Xbox games and an Xbox, and they were asking $129.99 on it, and it had like 20 games. So 20 games and an Xbox, original Xbox with like 3 controllers, all OEM. So I told him, like, I don't want the Xbox. I'll give you $100 just for the games. Just give me the freaking games. They're like, you serious? I go, yeah, I'll buy the games for like $100. Bought the games. There were Conker's Live and Reloaded, Call of Cthulhu. I think the Guy game was in there, which is like illegal to sell. Like a bunch, like there's probably about $300 in games there. That week I hustled a little bit, sold some games to a local vendor at a flea market, made about $120 back, and kept most of the games for myself. Went back with the $120, and I'm like, this is what I made off those games. And they're like, holy shit, like we didn't even know those were worth that much. I go, yeah, now you know. And you see a whole bunch of stuff. That's one of the it's a double-edged sword. You see a whole lot of cool stuff, but like by the end of the day, or like by like when payday comes, you're like half your paycheck's gone, and you have to have like a lot of restraint. So I think it was 2 weeks ago, we had a guy bring in a Dreamcast fight stick, a Dreamcast fishing controller, 2 fishing games for the Dreamcast, and then a disc-only copy of Marvel vs. Capcom 2 for the Dreamcast. And I'm like... And then a Gale of Darkness Pokemon Edition GameCube, which is basically just a silver GameCube with a sticker on top of it. No, it wasn't that it wasn't uncommon. It was they still held their value. So like a 360, when I first started working there, we were pricing 360s at like 129 or 150. And Xbox Ones, when we got an Xbox One, and we were charging like $299, $300, or like to $350 for an old Xbox One. PS4s, forget about it. Like they fluctuated like it's no one's business. I would say it wasn't until we started seeing Switches regularly, which I'd say about 2 years ago, is when things started to even out a little bit. Like the 360 went under $100, sometimes damn near close to 50. It just depends on the market. And you have to think, if everyone has Xbox Ones, they're getting rid of their 360s. So the price of them goes down because now people are getting rid of them, and the market's becoming oversaturated. People aren't getting rid of their PS4s right now because you can damn near find a PS5, and most people got rid of their PS4s. So now they want to rebuy a PS4 so they can play games with their buddies. Xbox Ones. People want to play games now. So we sold 2 Xbox Ones in 2 days. $250. Boom. Right there. Per console. Switches. Same thing. I think if I have a Switch on the shelf for more than a week, literally I make more money parting it out. I'll take the Joy-Cons, sell those on eBay. The tablet, sell that on eBay. The dock, the charger, I sell everything separately. And I make more than $300 versus a Switch in our store sells for $225 to $250. I'll make $50 more and I'll sell it instantly by piecing it out. But now people want an original Xbox. Like I said, I've never seen the day where an original Xbox hits freaking close to $70, and I'm frozen. Am I frozen? I think I'm frozen. Yeah, I'm frozen. My face is frozen. Uh-oh. Alright, so don't mind my face. My face is frozen. So when do you think the PS5 and the Xbox Series will be coming in the shop? I don't know. My Bloomfield location has a brand new sealed PS5. They're still asking $1,000 on it, and other stores have sold them for $850 to $1,000. Xbox Series X's, I think we've only had 2 in our store. Series S's, we've had about 5, and we've only sold. I think Brian bought the one of the Series X's, and I think somebody else bought another Series X. Yeah, I'm frozen. I can't fix that, unfortunately. Actually, I probably can. Hold on. But I'll keep talking. But, you know, I think it's going to be probably another 8 months. The people that got rid of their Xbox Series S's and X's and PS5s, they buy things foolishly. And I've said that for years. Ooh. Hello. I'm still frozen. Why still frozen? Hold on. Do. Yeah, so like it's weird. It's a weird time. I think like everyone that bought a Series X and they're pawning it. What am I looking for? Video capture. That's a good question. I should have a Ryzen. I think it's my camera. I don't think it's my I think it's my actual camera, not the stream software. I think it's a hardware issue. Because I have a Ryzen 7.3. But I think it's my camera. My camera's just not working. But I can do this for the time being. I just realized I can do this. Add source. Nope. Wrong button. Nope. See? Fuck. Fuck it. I'll just get rid of it. Not a big deal. Oh, I know. 100%. But it's... I think people just spend their money foolishly. You know, they got their stimulus money. They weren't working. They're making more money sitting on the couch than doing that. It's a Ryzen. Let me go back to my settings. AMD Ryzen 7.37 with Radeon Vega Mobile GFX 2.3 gigahertz. I also only have 8 gigs of RAM on this thing. Holy shit. But yeah, people were making hella bank doing fucking nothing. So they spent the first opportunity they get is they buy something for themselves. If you work in the pawn industry, you see this constantly. Not just with video game consoles, but like the amount of people that come to me and say like, "Yo, I've got a brand new 70-inch TV." And I'm like, "Oh shit, okay." I only had it for about a year. I bought an 85-inch. Who needs an 85-inch TV, especially when you have a 70-inch TV? Holy shit. Or I bought this laptop for school and it's not what I wanted, and it's a freaking like 2021 MacBook Pro. You know, like people spend money so foolishly. We had a guy today, for example, he spent $8,000 on a wedding ring for his wife, and it was like not a good looking ring at all. And she left him. And I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, and she's like, yeah, that's my 5th ex-wife. I'm like, holy, well, no fucking shit. Something's not right. But, you see it a lot, especially with gaming consoles, because it's not only entertainment for, everybody. It's entertainment for, the kids, your husband, your wife, everyone plays games. Everyone watches the TV. So it's just a whole bunch of stuff. But you see it a lot in the pawn industry. It's kind of upsetting, to be honest. Or you'll see kids you'll see people with brand new tool sets, and they're like, "Yeah, I'm never going to use it." I'm like, "Well, you just wasted a fuck ton of money on nothing." And it actually pisses me off for people like Allie and I that work our ass off to do what we can, and they're pissing money away. And I'm like, "Holy shit!" And I'm not knocking anybody, but there's people, I see them every week. Yeah, I get paid on the 1st of the month, so they're getting Social Security, or they're getting, unemployment, or they're getting state aid, and they're gonna pick up their pawns. They're gonna pick up their PS5 that they didn't need to buy, and then 2-3 days later, it's back in my possession. It's a vicious cycle, but it is what it is. Hopefully we start seeing more consistency with getting big boy consoles like that, because I would like an Xbox Series X for my living room, because that has a 4K Blu-ray player, and it's just a nasty machine. And then I'd move my Series S into my office, so it'd be just all digital, but I'd have my Xbox One X as a backup so I can play disc-based games. That's the one issue I have with the newer consoles, is that they're basically, and this is one thing that I've noticed, and maybe you can agree with me. I realize I don't need my fucking camera on either. My camera or my headphones. Let me do this. Let's throw that on. When a console comes out, I've noticed that they are literally releasing that console, the newest console, to upsell their lesser version of that console. I think the only one that doesn't do that is the PS5. But I'll explain a story to you, or I'll explain a scenario. Xbox One is out. It's $400. Cool. A lot of people are going to trade in their 360s to get the Xbox One, like a handful of people are. That's going to make more people want to actually buy a 360, because they're still making 360 games. So Call of Duty Ghost, I think, outsold the Call of Duty Ghost on the Xbox One versus Xbox 360. The Xbox 360 version outsold it. Same with Advanced Warfare. So then when the new Xbox comes out, which was the Xbox Series S, a lot more people bought original Xboxes because they were cheaper. The new one comes out, it's 30%. It's they shaved off 30% of it. You can get a 2 terabyte version. It's got a 4K Blu-ray player. All these extra whistles, but it's $100 to $200 more. It's going to sell the bottom version, because now that's going to also go down in price. If the newest version's $299, the lesser version is going to be $249 or $199. So then they're going to sell a bunch of their back stock of their original Xboxes. And then the Xbox One X comes out. So now, and I saw this right when the Xbox One was announced, or the Xbox Series X was announced, not Series X, Xbox One X, which is the 1 terabyte, fuck ton of teraflops, has the 4K player, plays games in 4K. No, just consoles in general. So when the newest consoles come out, the ones behind it sell more. The only one that I see that doesn't follow suit is the PS5. Oh, I know. Sorry. I know what you mean. Yeah, I would love to have, a disc-based console in my office, but I'd rather have the Xbox One X or Series X in the living room so I can play big cinematic games on a big TV and get the full immersion. But then move the digital version into my office. But then I need to have my original Xbox One in here so I can play disc-based games. But when the Xbox One X came out, I saw like nobody buying the Xbox One X, but people were flocking to buy the Xbox One S, buying the 1 terabyte or the 2 terabyte because it was basically the same console. One's just a little more powerful, but it's cheaper. Then when the digital version came out, which is basically a downgraded Xbox One S, people bought the shit out of Xbox One X's because they were close to the same price as the Xbox One S versus the X. So you're basically paying $50 more for a nastier machine at that point. Then when the Xbox One or the Xbox Series came out, when those got announced, people bought the shit out of Xbox One X's and the digital versions. Oh, yeah, they stopped making 360 games, but like when the Xbox One was announced, they were still pumping 360 games out. Like the 360 stopped making games 2 years ago. And I'm talking like when the Xbox One originally got announced, like in 2014. That's when like a lot of people were buying 360s. But no, you could still digitally buy 360 games. They just don't make physical discs of 360 games anymore unless they are backwards compatible. Like you can buy Red Dead Redemption in an Xbox One case. You just can't buy it brand new from like Walmart in a 360 case, if that makes sense. But it plays on both the 360 and the Xbox One. But then when the Xbox Series got launched, the people flocked and bought the Xbox One X and the digital consoles because that's A, they're readily available in the stores. B, they're basically the same price, if not cheaper, and they're pretty damn close to the same machine. So then when now people want the Xbox One Series X, they get the Series S just so they could, get that. So if they make an Xbox Series XX, they're going to sell a fuck ton of Xbox Series X's if they can actually get them to the shelf. But the same thing with the PS3. The fatback PS3 came out. I'm pretty sure they sold a shit ton of PS2s. When the PS3 Slim was announced, I bet your ass they sold a fuck ton of fatbacks. When the PS3 Super Slim was announced, they probably sold the shit out of regular Slims. When the PS4 came out, and you had the choice between a PS4 and a PS3, and the PS3 was $100 or $120 versus $400, you bet your ass they sold a fuck ton of Super Slims. Same with the Wii and the Switch. When the Switch Lite was announced, people stood their ground. They bought a brand new Switch instead of the Switch Lite. When the OLED came out, they bought freaking regular Switches and Switch Lights. But now we're in this weird spot where you can't actually fucking buy anything. Like you can't go to the store and buy a new Xbox, like a new Xbox One. You have to get the Series S or the Series X. I don't even think you can really get PS4s anymore either. Xbox One in the shop that you had that was worth 1 cent. Yeah, that's the old fatback. So here's what's crazy about that comment. That console that GameStop was going to pay a penny for, 2 weeks later, they actually had a promotion where they would buy them for $120. Okay? They were giving out $120 for an old 1 terabyte Xbox One, which is absolutely absurd. I think we sell Xbox One S's. We sold the Xbox One S 1 terabyte for $250. I think to like a good customer we'd sell for $200. They're giving people $80 less than what we charge for a nicer console, and we like. There's no way we can compete with that. I don't even think I would pay $120 for an Xbox One S 2 terabyte. To be honest with you, I wouldn't pay $120 for a Switch or a PS4 unless it was a PS4 Pro or a Xbox One X. There's no way in hell I'm paying $120. Insane. 2 weeks later, they say they were dropping it from a penny to 120 because they have no inventory of them. That's why. People be gaming. People be gaming now. It's crazy. Like, if I knew what I knew, like, everyone says that, if I knew what I knew now, was it 3 years ago, 4 years ago, you were able to walk into Kohl's, Black Friday, $199 on the table, gets you a PS4 1 terabyte, PS4 Slim 1 terabyte with like 4 games: God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn, Last of Us, and like one other game for $199. I don't think you can get. I don't even know. You can't even get a PS4 in the store right now for $299. GameStop's selling that same console used for like $279. Used. And you're getting 4 games. I could have walked into a Best Buy where they had pyramids upon pyramids of Xbox One X's for $199. I should have bought a crap ton of Xbox One X's. Now, should I have? Probably not. Because I'd be making like 120 profit, but I'd have to sit on stuff for a long time. I don't have disposable income like that. Same with the Switch. The Switch. Who knew the Switch was going to be super hard to find and they were selling for $400 or $500 during the pandemic? Nobody knew that. Nobody freaking knew that. Who would have thought, like, the last PS3 that I sold was over $100? I never in a million years, if you told me in 2022 that I'd be selling a PS3 Slim for over $100, I'd tell you are batshit insane. That I'm selling Wii's for $70. And I couldn't sell a Wii U for $100. Insane. I was selling Wii's faster than a Wii U. Insane. That any N64 that hits the shelf is being sold for $70. Get the fuck out of here. In freaking sane. But I love it. It keeps me on my toes. Yeah, the original Xbox. Like, I think on my shelf right now, the only game consoles I have 2 Wii's and a Switch Lite. And I'm pretty sure that Switch Lite will be gone by the end of the week. But speaking of original Xbox, I will have one for you. The young lady that I'm helping with her estate sale, garage sale, is pretty much done doing the estate selling part. So she wants me to help her move some stuff. So I have a original Xbox for you if you would like it. We'll talk about it in person when I actually get it. But oh yeah, I still have my PS4 Pro, and I have that gold PS4. They ain't going anywhere. They are not going anywhere anytime soon. But yeah, I do have an original Xbox for you. I got to figure that out. That's something we'll talk about in person. Because I don't even know, what's there. Like, I don't know if it's just the console and if I need to get component cables and controllers and stuff. I just know there's an Xbox. And I know that there's some cords. And I also want to test it too. So, but I have, it's literally for you. Because she's like, oh, just, sell it online or whatever. But I'm like, I've got a person and I've got someone in person that I can sell this to. So I told her it was a good buddy of mine. So that made her like, okay, well, give him a good deal then. So I got you, buddy. No worries. It won't be no freaking $70, $80 unless it's a nasty one that's modded. Then I might have to trade. No, I wouldn't do that. Because then you'd have to pay like $200 for my green one. I don't think I have a regular one. But that's going to do it for me. I have to get to bed now because now it's 12:35 and I said I was going to get to bed at midnight. Thursday stream. I'm going to figure out what I'm going to play. If you come through Wednesday or Thursday, give me your input of what you might want to see play. I'll give you, kind of you top priority. If not, I'll figure something out. But thank you, buddy. I do appreciate you chatting. Oh, hell yeah, you're going to buy it. If you don't buy it, it's staying with me. So I'd rather it go to a good home than go into my basement. But, I got you. But thank you guys so much for checking out the stream. I really do appreciate it. If you like it, please leave a like, follow, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Also, doing a monthly video series called The Watch List. So if you're into movies, TV shows, and documentaries, the first episode is out on my channel, where I talk about the latest films that I have watched. I'm actually going to be scripting out February's, because we're actually almost a third of the way through February, which is crazy. But I also might do a games list, the playlist. Still thinking about that. But I might do that maybe quarterly. Talk about the games that I played this year. But the end of the year, we're actually going to be doing a tier list where we kind of break up to see like what some of my favorite games were, movies, all that stuff, and which ones I hated. So, as always, thank you so much. And I'll see you guys in the next stream or in the next video. And hopefully you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening.